Welcome and hello and hello and welcome, welcome and hello and welcome, welcome and hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me on an incredibly special, monumental, momentous, seminal episode of Un Poco Mas, guys. It's come full circle. Back where we all started, of course, we are talking SOFI Technologies Incorporated, ticker symbol SOFI. Um, why did I sell Microsoft? Why did I sell Tesla? Why did I sell my one good testicle today, this morning on the streets, just to purchase more and more shares of SoFi Technologies Incorporated when my average was somewhere down near 6, and I'm averaging up all the way into the 27s. Am I a fool? Am I a big fat jerk? Do I not know what I'm doing? Do I smell like Funyuns? Well, guys, as you know, they call me Danny Shakes. And of course, if you have to ask why, you are entitled to a refund. But that's neither here nor there. They also call me a DJ al dente. I know I look soft and squishy and overcooked, but I'm actually firm to the tooth. So they call me a DJ al dente. I also stick to the wall when you throw me at the wall. So that's how you know I'm done. Anyway, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Let's take a look at a screen so you don't have to look at my big, wrinkled, poorly aging, scarred noggin. I'm just going to tell you in as few words as possible and as little time as possible what they're suppressing the hell out of this thing right now. This is just price fixing. I mean, you can see it in the drops. You can see it in the pattern. There's just nothing organic whatsoever about this. But I'm telling you, given all my many, many years and decades and centuries of training and experience absolutely destroying the markets, I am telling you, with everything I believe in, with my big, strained, fat guy heart, this stock is going to move up through 41. They're going to introduce all kinds of new stuff over the next year or two that we don't even know about. That's not even in the guidance. This student loan thing is just, a gift, icing on the cake. But the thing is, Noto and SoFi have set themselves up for success. This is what I've talked about a million times till I'm blue in the face or fat in the face as well. It's the hard foundational work. It's not sexy. It doesn't pump the stock. All the, purchasing the, vertically integrated tech stack and, integrating all that into your company and all those growing pains, that doesn't pump the stock, as much as, putting out a diamond encrusted gold card that comes with a suppository or whatever, just as an example, ipso facto, you know what I mean? But SoFi is a combination of a great business model that is relatively simple. The industry is simple. The sector is simple. You're just approaching it in a much more efficient way. And you have endless market share you can take. If you're a TAM investor, a total addressable market investor, there's literally infinite market share. Just start adding up the top 10 banks. Just see how much money's there. See how much money's in lend. These industries are never going away. Lending, insurance, mortgages. I mean, student loans might have just been, everybody's kind of wanted to forget about student loans, kind of put the student loan company, identity in the rear view because now we're this big, shiny, badass AI fintech. And Anthony Noto walking in with a, big swinging shack on him. Oh, but all I'm saying is they have perfectly positioned SoFi to take advantage of this technology, AI revolution, this efficiency, this move that nobody wants to go into banks. Nobody wants to deal with people. Everything's going to be AI. Everything's going to be automated. Everything's going to be super efficient. They're going to have way more than 20% net margin when all things are said and done. Way, way more. Now, that's why they're not getting these valuations like a Hood and a Palantir because, it's software. with Hood, they have these incredible, net profits. But it's very fleeting. When the market's down, when the economy's down, when crypto crashes, it quickly, spins to a loss. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen now because they're a lot more established company. But riddle me this. SoFi is going to get into the S&P 500. SoFi is eventually going to be recognized for what it is, which is a hugely innovative, unique company, although it's kind of dressed up in grandma's curtains, and that it just looks kind of simple and boring from the outside when you first look at it, but people are just waking up. Little snoozy, wake up and smell the smelling salts. If I'm willing to sell my only good testicle just to get more shares, I believe in Noto with every fiber of my being. What's up, Bobby Atkinson? Probably the greatest beard in Un Poco Mas history there. Getting a little gray like me. Actually, I'm getting a lot gray. Dynamite Fart 69. Yeah, I actually own a little AMD. I actually bought it because Financial Education Jeremy was pumping it when it was kind of low. So I got a little bit, not too much. I cleaned up on some CRISPR options today. I made 300% profit, just absolutely man boobing it all the way to the bank, guys. I should have $100 bills tucked under my man boobs. I could hold them up just with the force of friction, sweat. Oh, I've actually been losing a little bit more weight and getting some exercise. My man boobs are kind of turning into some little chicken cutlets. Don't really look like I'm having twins anymore. For a long time, I was expecting twins, Pepe and Pedro. Oh, my little friends, how they love tacos. I spent about 30 years pregnancy eating for those twins, and I found out I was just fat. Crushed me. Thought I was going to be on that show. I didn't know I was just fat and thought I might be pregnant with Hispanic twins who love tacos. Or I had a taco tapeworm. The Senor, where are you putting all those tacos? Like, more tacos. That's all I could say. Oh, man. Where's a bug flying somewhere around me? Or maybe that was just one of those little dots like you get in your eye and you don't know what the hell it is. A little squiggly line. You guys like carnitas? Not a lurker has advised me to eat more carnitas. He said what I should do is bike 35 miles and then eat 2 carnitas burritos. And if I'm still a bit peckish, throw on a nice carne asada quesadilla. I only can do a Spanish accent when describing foods. Oh, pescado, senor. Ah. And then, like, if I'm actually trying to say something in Spanish necessary for, like, construction, I just have no idea. I'm like, oh, dueño de cabeza la puerta. I come into, fucking Mexican restaurant. I'm just like, kind of United Nations translators. I'm like, hola, señor, ¿qué tal? Necesito tacos para mí y mi amigos. Right away, señor. By the way, I speak English. Yes, I know. I'm here twice a day. I just like trying to talk like Ricardo Montalban. That's genuine Corinthian imitation leather. I like really trying to sell those Chrysler K cars as a luxury vehicle. No easy task, but if anyone could handle it, it was the great Ricardo Montalban. Marvelous. The great Naughty Lurker is here. Of course, I forgot to text you because I am a total sack of crap. But anyway, enough just aimless, pointless rambling about being old and fat and having one testicle and making money on CRISPR. And Neo's up a little bit. IOVA's up. IOVA's up. Everything's up. SMCI's up. Only thing really not up today is SoFi. And I mean, they're just stepping on this with like a Shaquille O'Neal size 12 to the testicles. I mean, you could see these just like complete vertical drops off cliffs. I mean, this is I don't know what was going on with this 9 million share candle. Price didn't move much. So I don't know, some kind of block trade, some kind of block grant opportunity zone. Flying in a little bit south of the equator, if you know what I mean. A little manscaping. You guys know why they call me Stubby Cohiba? It was due to an unfortunate manscaping accident I had in the late 1970s just outside of Coral Gables, Florida with my Vitamix blender. Very, very unfortunate. We got the great Noto Lurker checking in. He said, eat more carnitas tacos today. And then if you're still peckish, have a carne asada quesadilla. And he rolled his R. So I appreciate that, Noto Lurker. Kind of validates everything I've been doing in terms of my dietitian, my program. Definitely going to eat more carnitas. But in your honor, I will get extra guac because it's good for your heart, your LDLs, your HDLs. You guys know how it is when you're fat. Maybe you don't. Yeah, lucky sons of bitches, you norms. You guys ever try to ride in those coach seats with an ass, that just spreads out like a spilled gallon of paint on a marble floor? It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm telling you, these seats are 16 and a half inches wide. That is one cheek in my world, folks. One cheek. What am I, a fucking cheese wheel? I could just turn sideways, one of those like ninja ovens. Just turn it sideways and store it under your counter. I'm sorry. I'm not a fucking contortionist. And I don't have an extra $16,000 for a first class ticket. You bastards. Size discrimination. The Rosa Parks of useless, fat, white Karens. I don't know what I would actually be, trying to change except my own physique. It's really an internal issue. It's really user error. It's really years and years of user error. Problem is, I accidentally ate like 200,000 fried chicken sandwiches over the last 40 years, 40, 50 years. My fried chicken intake has been very healthy or unhealthy, as it were. Anyway, sorry, guys. I've been talking for 12 minutes and haven't said anything about SOFI. Here's why SOFI is about to go way up, okay? Way, way up. Okay, when they were suppressing SOFI, just say back on May the 4th, be with you, May the 4th, 2024, they were 302 million shares on loan. Okay, now there's 100. So 2/3 of the shares on loan have gone away. All right, there was about roughly 200 million short shares sold short. Now there's 110. So not even half of them have gone away. This, just hear me now, believe me later. I've seen this too many times. They're not going to attack the stock with this type of imbalance between the short interest and the shares on loan. They're just not. And retail's not going to dump before, this ER, which I think is going to be incredible. They get better and better with age, like me and Noto. Papa. Father, can you hear me? Have I let you down? Absolutely, David. CRISPR is going just bonkers today. It was up like 10% last time I saw. I don't know what it's doing right this minute. Yeah, it's still up about 10%. It's kind of reached a plateau there, but as stocks often do when they actually move 10%, it's kind of a psychological, barrier there. But as I said, I think this stock should be in the hundreds, and I think it's going to continue to go up. I made a ton of money on some stupid short-term calls today. Like I said, I made about 250% in about, 2 hours. So it's like a quick, 10 grand or whatever it was. But it wasn't a huge score, but it was just one of those things. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I saw it moved up like right to that little plateau right here. I'm like, this is just too big orders. And I saw these. I pitched some options, sold them here. Rest is history. Great Carl Seamarks joined us. Of course, the great Lisa SH, which stands for shut the hell up. Un Poco Mas is on. Not really. Anyway, so the short interest is telling me the price is going to go up and institutions are going to go. Look at what institutional ownership is doing. Institutional ownership is at an all-time high. Okay. Over 51%. Okay, now let's also take a look at insider ownership, which is still sitting at, now I know a lot of this is stock-based compensation or whatnot, but 16% is really, really high for a, and I know a lot of that's because it's a SPAC and people like Chamath and that, avant-garde dude from South America started Technesis, and then you got the guy who started Galileo. You probably got old, Chrome Dome Derek White out there skipping the loo in Utah, just wondering, what could have been. Sort of lit a fire under his people. So just did a head shaving symposium once a week with Not a Lurker. I'm telling you, Derek White kind of looks like Not a Lurker, and you've never seen them both in the same place. And now, all of a sudden, Not a Lurker has a bunch of free time. All of a sudden, he's here right at the beginning of the show, not running Galileo. Mrs. Lurker's happy. Well, happy and not happy. He's got him around the house more, but didn't mind having him, warehoused out in Utah during the week. Yeah, honey, 2 days with you is plenty. But sweetheart, I'm always biking. Perhaps that's why my taint is so sore. Not a Lurker was having some taint issues, but it's all been resolved. There was salve and a balm. Got one of those slotted saddles. Taint relief. Well, a special taint relief saddle. Slotted. Take the pressure off your taint. Put equal pressure on each testicle. Just suspend your entire body weight on your 2 testicles. It's recommended by 9 out of 10 doctors. And those 9 are all on, pain pills. Anyway. If anyone could figure out how my brain works and how to fix it, I would be eternally grateful. But short interest tells me it's going up. Institutional ownership tells me it's going up. Look at that. Look at the freaking sentiment score. 90 out of 100. Right at the top of all the stocks. And the fund sentiment score is basically, are hedge funds accumulating? Or are they dumping? And that's basically as high as it gets for a big company, for the most part. Everything's telling me it's going to go up. Charts telling me it's going to go up. We're clear of the all-time high already, pretty much. It's just right there. That's where we are. That's the all-time high. So we're just under the all-time high, which again is, a bit of psychological resistance. They're just banging it off this level, 2780 right now. That's like the 4th, 5th time they've come down on it. They're just, I think even they were playing around 28 so much. I think they were literally sometimes I think these market makers, not only are they crushing options, I think they're stopping out day traders over and over again. I think AI's gotten that good where they basically, cinch your testicles in some kind of a, emergency, what's that thing called? Tourniquet. Lose all your blood flow, and then they take your shares. Well, you can't think straight because your huevos are throbbing. All right, here we go again. I might have to sell something else and buy more shares. So I've just been impulsive today. I'm like, every time they push down, I want to buy. Just got that bee in my bonnet, that sort of itch in my craw, sort of stabbing pain in my groin, if you will. But what can we glean from the chart? I mean, it did exactly what I asked it to 2 days ago. Remember, it was down here. I said, this is a beautiful recovery candle. I said, I expected it. I thought it would take probably a couple more days, but we're not quite, we almost closed in the channel yesterday. Almost. What a beautiful candle. Fucking gorgeous. I see that candle. It just brings a tear to my fucking eye. I want to go out and just punch somebody right in the fucking solar plexus. Michael Anthony is selling off all kinds of blood and semen, and he's buying his testes, I guess, ASTS. I think that's some kind of program for it's like Phonics Monkey. So this is this little V-shaped recovery. There's no gap here. Look at the tails, DuckTales. Good game for the original Nintendo mini deal. It's like that DuckTales game. Play me some Tetris. I still use that. It has those little tiny gray cartridges. Game Boy, the original Game Boy. Not that Game Boy Advance. Not that fancy one. I'm talking that original brick. Those two buttons, no ergonomics. Probably still why my wrist pain is there. Much Game Boy. You guys a little too much the old pocket pool, if you know what I mean. Oh, I gotta, as I said, YouTube's providing some intensive analytics, and I do have a tiny weighing audience, but it's a passionate audience. Average size coming in about 4.25. So nothing to write home about, if you know what I mean. And I think you do. Now I know a lot of you guys don't have tiny wings. I'm just pulling your leg, just pulling that third leg if I could find it. You know what I mean? Oh, you guys. GME hit bottom on Tuesday. Look like it can go up much higher. I mean, GME can always go up much higher. Brian with a Y, where the hell has he been? What's your excuse? Hope you have a note from your doctor, at least a trusted member of the clergy. Number 15. It's nothing to brag about, Brian. Don't worry about it. We forgive you. The good part is, Brian, no matter when you come into Un Poco Mas, you did not miss any valuable content or analysis. You might have missed like one or two good jokes, but likely zero. Those aren't landing. You look a little bit bloated. No. Just been eating tacos all day. Anyway, I want to sell a 24 put for October 31st. What's the premium on that? What kind of action you getting, Lisa? Will it allow you and your associate there to buy another white suit? What are you guys going to a party in the Hamptons? The hell kind of upper crust people am I dealing with? Yeah, 10x up 6.5. I know what's going on, Carl. I'm not oblivious. Iova's up, 10x is up, CRISPR's up. Only thing, like I said, only thing not up right now is SOFI. I don't know what Prop's doing. I don't know what Microsoft's doing. Probably down. Oh, it's up a little bit. Amazon was up. Google was flat. Bitcoin's up. I don't know, guys. These are some of the stocks I was looking at. Carvana's down. 10x, yeah, up. SMCI, beautiful SMCI. Trying to hold 57.5 there. We'll see how it can do. NEO is just plateauing there. They're not going to really want to see that hit 8. There's too many options. Retail's buying a ton of options. Yeah, IOVA. So CRISPR still holding on to 77.5, kind of holding on to that $0.50, if you know what I mean. Hell of a bullish day, guys. I mean, all these stocks are just going absolutely triple titanium. But SoFi, like they're stepping on this thing hard. It's not all shorting, it's a lot of dumping. I mean, swing traders might be a little bit scared of the ER, but as a huge shareholder, I mean, with a huge position pure long on the stock, zero hedge, zero brains, zero judgment, I'm like, bring that ER on. I can't wait to see Noto in a windbreaker, just hair gleaming. Every time he turns his head at a slight angle, that's kind of a message to me. His fat, illegitimate son, that's his same age. Could be more of a spiritual connection. There hasn't been an official DNA test, but we're definitely at the same truck stop once back in the mid-70s. So anything's possible. All right. Yeah, I love IOVA. I think it's grossly undervalued. Analysts are, anywhere $12, $20. You just have to look for readout on these, solid tumors. If their treatment makes it and it's good for a bunch of different cancers, you're talking about a company that's going to be worth billions of dollars. I mean, honestly, I know that's a long, many, many years off and probably won't ever happen. It's probably a fairy tale type of thing. It's probably like, the magic beans or whatnot. But writing some cash secured puts, Brian, always a good idea. Either get a bunch of money or you get some cheap shares. Either way, you're winning. Just write cash secured puts on stocks you want to own anyway, and you're good to go. It's really zero risk. You get a huge discount on the stock or you just get free money. Keep the premium. Either way, you're fucking rock star. Steely-eyed missile man. Brian with a Y. Better late than never. Bull is on the move. Most tall banks are down. SoFi can fall to 16. Yeah. I mean, they're shorting Michael Anthony. They're shorting the hell out of the stock. They're obviously dumping. This has obviously been a very controlled move. And it's still at 27.80. Still right back where they pushed down. It's still like, come on, man. Be better. 16? Were you Giuliano Bologna? No, I mean, of course it could drop down to 16. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that the stock dropped down into the nines. I mean, where was that? This was just in April. The stock was actually down in the eights. So yeah, 16 is just, this is just here. This is just June. So yeah, if everything goes to shit and the wheels come off and people stop paying money back and the economy's bad and, everything just smells like ass. Everything's assy. Economy just gets super assy and everybody's catching a whiff. Killing the collective economic boner, if you will. Smells like a pullback or a pull out. But they're just I think quite the opposite, Michael Anthony. I think this stock's going to go up right through 30, and I think it's going to go up. I think the stock could, honest to God, I know this sounds crazy. I know I sound crazy. I know I look fat, but believe me, the camera adds, several degrees of insanity. I think this stock could actually be close to 41 before earnings in a couple weeks. I think it could push well into the 30s anyway. 41 by the end of next year. But I think a huge violent move is possible because I don't think these multiples, people are like, oh, it's overvalued. Look at, how do you grade a stock? How do you value a stock at the end of the day? You grade it on a curve. You grade it in relation to its peers. Because nobody's perfect. Like, oh, it's just a bank. It's just this. It's just that. Noto is just an extremely accomplished, handsome, brilliant CEO. Let's give him no credit for that. They're not getting any type of multiple based on, the incredible growth rate, based on the really what I believe will be incredible eventual net margins, based on the huge EPS ramp that's impending. I mean, the multiples are going to look a lot better in just a year. Or if you give it 2 years, the multiples, this thing, I believe, will look cheap. I think they're going to have all kinds of things going on. Noto's going to be running a used car lot out behind the, out behind the facility. Like, oh, I have time. I'll sell this, Hugo. What the hell? What do you want for it? $350? I bet I got $375. I'll tell you what, I'm going to hedge it. I'm going to make a deal that if I can't sell it in 30 days, I'm going to part it out for $250. Like he's hedging a freaking used consignment Yugo. This type of genius we're dealing with. But anyway, so the chart to me, it's just fighting for yardage. And look at the volume. I mean, look at these last 2 days. You have 121 million and 97 million. And then I know today is not, super, super high like that, but it's still very solid. I mean, what happened? That 9 million deal disappeared, or I don't know. It's weird. 63. So 64 million. And I don't know what time it is, guys. So we still have an hour and a half left. This could easily, get up over like 80 million shares or so. So that's ideal bullish volume. I think this is definitely going to close. Yeah, I know, because Friday they might push down, but Monday or so it'll be back over 30. They just can't suppress it. They don't want to short it pre-ER. It's just the fundamentals, the timeline have these guys balls in a vice. And these shorts that are left are completely slow and stupid and out of position. I'm out of position. Used to play tennis against this guy who's super annoying. Every time you'd make a winner, you'd hit a winner, like, which in tennis, if you guys don't play, it's like a shot that they don't even touch. It's just a clean winner that goes by. You'd hit a clean winner. The guy would be like 10 feet away from it, like best shot. He'd claim he was out of position. It's like, it wasn't a good shot. It was just out of position. Like, it didn't matter how good the shot was. It was his. You didn't hit a good shot. It was his fault. Yeah, shut the fuck up. best shot of my life. You're over here trying to steal my glory, steal my thunder, steal my valor as a fat guy, a shot maker. If you're as good a tennis player as I am and you're super, super fat, you got to be a shot maker. My friend Matt, when I was a guy, I was really good at like baseball and basketball. I was just fat and slow, so that kind of held me back after a while, as it will in many things in life. It's really trying to measure your penis, but as long as you have a 12,000-pound worn wench, the block and tackle, certified union road crew, Caltrans foreman, skip loader, manure spitter, couple of cowboys, handy with a rope. But yeah, enough about my wang. I have no idea what I was talking about. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Carl. He just up my ass. The great Jeff Glass has joined us. Jeff Glass is a man who's him and his partner believe in caps and sunglasses. Nice affable smile. Hey, honey, come here. Let's do a selfie. I'll give you a nice hug. I'm Jeff Glass. Like, I know you are, sweetheart. We've been married for many, many years. Like, no, honey, I'm just letting you know I'm Jeff Glass. It's like, I'm aware of that. But your wife gets annoyed how often you repeat that. I am the Jeff Glass. Look at my Instagram. Like, honey, I don't want to look at your Instagram again. It's Jeff Glass, sweetheart. It's like, I know. Do you need another headshot, dear? No, I don't need another headshot. Got at least a dozen. I don't know why. I just like the name Jeff Glass. Got a pop to it. Oh, the great Nicholas Youngworth is here. Welcome and hello, and welcome and hello. The great Nicholas Youngworth has joined us. She's young at heart. The great Nicholas Youngworth. Anyway, guys, I don't really have anything else to say. I just think this thing is going to go up violently. It's the more they suppress it, the more they step on it, the more they artificially hold it down. It clearly wants to run up through 30. There's clearly buyers. I mean, look at these big decreases. They're just vertical drops. This is price fixing. Everybody knows what this is. We've seen this so many times. We've seen this act so many times, guys. Nobody should be scared of these buffoons. These tiny wing, short stop, short bus, shoe shine boys. Just send them on home to grab their shine box. Skip the drink over here, Spider. Dance it over here. There you go. Dance. Now he's moving. Oh, poor Spider. My leg's all blown apart. I don't go crying about it. Doctor down the street. Oh, good fellas. Just shooting everybody. Little 38 snub nose. I think he is some kind of cowboy. Anyway. ACI. I don't know. I haven't looked at it, to be honest with you, Michael. But you got a lot of ideas and you hate SoFi, so we appreciate you as a contrarian. You're probably like a don't put or a don't pass better in craps. Everybody at the table hates you. Even the very affable Jeff Glass. Sounds like one of those comedians roasts people. And now the roast of Shaquille O'Neal. The next roast will be Jeff Glass. Next roaster is like, I know what you're thinking. Who the hell's Jeff Glass? I'm in a fedora, not because I'm bald, but because it's topical. Now he talks like this. I don't know why. Anyway, guys, it's pretty much all I had. There's pretty much nothing there in the first place. But yeah, let's get a check of the live short interest just for shits and giggles. So, oh God, they logged me out again. Hold on, you freaks. Let me try to log back in. I got to cover my glasses so you freaks don't try to get my password. Yeah, create an account. No shit, Sherlock. Okay, let me try this one more time. Freaks and geeks. Got SOFI. I don't know. My computer's all jerking me around. I don't know what's going on here. Okie dokie. So that should do it. There we are. Just get you one live check of the live short interest and get the hell out of here. So they're shorting just 87,000 shares, not too much in borrowed changes. It's not pretty flat. It's kind of mirroring what they were doing yesterday. But they're definitely stepping on the stock. I don't think they can step on it like this for 2 more days unless they just want to really short it. But again, the problem is with the timeline structurally, you're right up against this ER. And Noto pushed up this timeline to this month. I mean, you basically have like 2 weeks. Just over 2 weeks, like 2 weeks from Tuesday. So that sucking sound you hear is your testicles being sucked up into your abdomen. Foolish short position. Very, very foolish. Hubris. So arrogant. You don't know that Noto's better than you. It's just better than you. It's definitely better than David Chiavarini, Giuliano Bologna, a little fat little mafioso looking turd from KBW, Midwest Values, that no neck sack of shit they've got over there now. No, everybody's good people, guys. It's all in good fun, right? Just trying to take my life savings out and take it out behind the bar and shoot it. Bunch of misinformation and FUD. I wouldn't buy SoFi since I got it. Maybe be more of a seller. Well, I'm going to sell right around 125, big MA. Your initials are the same as mergers and acquisitions. I'm going to call you Big MA. Big Ma. Big Ma. Big Ma. Okay, Danny D's nuts with a tiny wang, aka Stubby Cohiba. It's not tiny, it's just mangled. Again, kids, adults, do not try to trim your pubes with a blender. Very, very dangerous in retrospect. Seems like a great idea at first. Going back to the West Coast next week, gonna buy some expensive gold and lose my Palantir fortune. There you go, Nicholas. Do it right, man. You only go around once. Blow it out. Leave it all in the field. Anyway, guys, yeah, so SoFi just sitting at 2785. If anybody cares, let's see. Neo is at 778. IOVA is sitting at 20.27, up about 4%. CRISPR has fallen back a little bit, just trying to hold on to $77. I'm glad I got out of my options there at the height because they were expiring Friday, and I don't like to hold options even past Wednesday, much less to Friday. So I like to sell either Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'm glad this pop was quite fortuitous as it just kind of fell into my lap. And then, yeah, back to SoFi. I don't know what prop is doing. Probably jack shit, sitting right around 201 if I had to guess. No, $1.98. I was way off. I thought it went up a cent. It actually went down a cent. So that's our prop, though. We got to wait for the next ER and see if they're able to ramp up production. So, oh, guys, it's Prime Day. It's Amazon Prime Day. You get all kinds of shit you don't need, and you get savings to boot. Anything else interesting going on? Yeah, Bitcoin's up a bit. Carvana down. Bitminer, I don't know what it's doing. Anyway, blah, blah, freaking blah, guys. It's Un Poco Mas. It's been another completely crap sack show. Big wet bag of crap. Anyway, no, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. It's been certainly an honor and a pleasure entertaining you. I appreciate. Thanks to the great Not a Lurker. Thanks to everybody who watched. Thanks to Princess J for putting up with me. Thank you for the great QT for taking a massive dump that I had to clean up just a few minutes ago before I came on the air. It was kind of got me that massive stinky dump kind of got me focused, kind of got me in tune with the Un Poco Mas audience. Anyway, guys, appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Peace. Un Poco Mas.